Ooh, the windy girl is back.
Hey, what's up my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Legacy United Deluxe Class WINDBLADE. So here we are, and there she is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. Right up front, we have WINDBLADE in her alt mode. She is from the Cyberverse universe, Legacy United. She is a Deluxe Transformers. On this side of the box, we have the love stick. Oh, God, wait, just. I'm so sorry. On this side, we have the lovely Legacy artwork. And if you have boxes that have both sides of the artwork, you can now get the full image there, which is quite cool. Love that. Love that. But on this side, we have WINDBLADE. There we have WINDBLADE. On the top, Legacy United. On the bottom, words, things, barcodes. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots. And that is basically it for the packaging. Then, moving right along, here we have WINDBLADE, and this is an updated version of the character from Transformers Cyberverse. I think it's a pretty good looking little figure here, and here she is in her robot mode. She is packed in robot mode, but let's get in close here so we can take a look not at her abs, not eyes up here. Let's take a look at the noggin. There's the noggin. And very, very nicely done head sculpt there. Lots of nice coloration. You get that bit of gold there on the back. Well, it's not gold, it's gold-ish. But still, looks good. Yeah, Autobot symbol right there, front and center. You get that nice, what they used to call all-spark blue back in the day. You got some nice gunmetal gray there for her abs. Get that blue there in the wrists. That nice blue there in the knees. You got some gunmetal gray there as well. Again, really pops. Looks quite good. There are little feeties. Go up the back. You got the WINDBLADE booty. She does have a bit of a chunky backpack going on there, but all in all, not too bad. You can see sections there, done in that gunmetal gray as well. Some black trim. All in all, some nice detail. Yeah, the underside of the wings are hollow, and yeah, that's a bit of an eyesore because it is kind of staring right at you. You know, it is what it is, but all in all, not a bad looking figure. Now, articulation-wise, what have we got? Well, I'll tell you, we have the head on the ball joint. Now, due to the shape of her head here, you don't get too much wiggly-waggly. A little bit of wiggly-waggly. Can look up a good bit. Can do total squirrel. Can look down some. Head can do a full 360. Arms can do a full 360, just get around the wings. Arms can move in and out. The shoulder pads can also move up and down if you need them to. They do actually kind of click into place. You have bicep rotation. You have slightly under 90 degrees of bend there at the elbow. You have wrist rotation. You have waist rotation. Legs can go forward that far. They can go back that far. Outward. We can do the full splits. You have thigh rotation. You have 90 degrees of bend there at the knee. Now, if you kind of undo things, if you undo this panel here, you technically can get some more range of movement, although things will look very ugly in the process, but that's a way to get some extra movement out of the knees if you want extra movement out of the knees. As far as the feet go, they can move up slightly, they can move down quite a bit, and you do get some ankle tiltage. As far as the wings go, the wings are on a hinge that can move up and down. They can move backward a bit, so you can kind of angle those how you want, and even these sections here, little fans, can rotate, so you can have the pretty section facing forward if you want to. Angle them up, do whatever you want there. Now, as far as accessories go, she just includes her sword. Now, it's done in all transparent plastic, but then it's painted over in the purple and the black here. But you can see the blade there looks real nice. Love the detailing in that sword blade. Looks really cool. You see the handle there. Looks quite nice. If you want to store this, there are ports on either hip here. You can just use that post and just have that holstered at her side, or of course you can have her wielding her sword So she can poke, poke, stab, stab, poke, poke, stab, stab, and all of that good stuff right there. And another thing we can do here is we can remove her headpiece. It just tabs into the back of her head, and if you want, she can hold this, and she can, do the Wonder Woman thing, and, throw her tiara around. It's a thing you can do if you want to do it. So there you have that, and now for comparison. Here she is with Earthrise Prime, just because he is our prime unit of measurement here, just so you can see how that works out. And here she is with Cyberverse WINDBLADE. I believe this is the Warrior class version, which was their, deluxe, kind of, sort of. I mean, they did release deluxes, but Warrior class was kind of deluxe-ish, whatever. But anyway, you can see how these two shape up. And yeah, the Legacy version, definitely an upgrade. Definitely a much, much better figure. So, there you go. So that is basically it for the robot mode, and I think it looks quite good. Nice, solid. I dig it. But let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our shoulder pads here and just bring them down. They do kind of thoop into place there. You'll feel it. Once you've done that, you want to come back here. You want to take this nose cone and bring this down and just kind of straighten the wings out. Just get the wings down and out of the way. And you want to split this entire back section here. Just bring both sides out, and this section here will extend on a double hinge. So let's extend that side, extend that side. Once that is done, you take this entire assembly here. It's on a double hinge. Just bring it up and over her head, like so. And then you can just take this and close it up to form the cockpit, and also make sure there are tabs that go into her shoulders. Just make sure those are tabbed in, and you got that part all done. So now for the lower body, first thing we're going to do is rotate the waist 180. We can then just tab her legs together, like so. We're going to bring her toes down. And then you have the tail fin right here. Just rotate this up. That will just loop itself into place, like so. You can bring up these fins as well. And once you've done that, you can kind of open up the legs here. So open up these panels. You want to bring down this hinge also. And get this out of the way, like that, and that will allow you to take the front part of the legs and bring them up on double hinge and shift it all forward. So it's sitting like that. Once that is done, the wings will tab into the sides right there. Just line that up, tab it in, line that up, and tab it in, so it's looking like that. And I just want to flip these panels up. There's a little tab slot connection right there. Just line that up. And it'll just drop in, line that up, drop that in. There's a little post right here for her hands. So just get her holding those posts there. This is a common WINDBLADE trait. I wish there was somewhere else for her hands to go instead of just at the sides like that. But it is what it is. You do have a landing gear here. Just flip that down like so. Get it all nice and squozen, and there you go. There you have WINDBLADE in her alt mode. Not a bad spin, but there she is in her alt mode. That's a nice little jet. It's a nice little WINDBLADE jet, as she tends to be, and I think it looks pretty good. I do have my nitpicks, but I think it looks pretty good for the most part. But let's get in close here so we can take a look at those details. Now, one nitpick I have is the cockpit. Now, the cockpit is done in a transparent plastic, and you can see there's even a little seat molded in there. But honestly, I would have liked it if maybe they had painted this cockpit, maybe with this blue, just so it pops, because as is, it just kind of blends into all this, and you can't really see it all that well. But sorry, it is what it is. But everything else is pretty much, stuff we've seen, just in a slightly different configuration, but it looks good. It all comes together pretty solidly. And I do quite like it. Again, the hands, I wish there was something else to do with the hands instead of just having them at the sides like that, but not too bad. And of course, these, if you want, you can kind of rotate these, have them angled forward. Again, you can kind of do what you want there, but there is the top, there is the bottom. You do have visible, a lot of everything syndrome. She does slide as flying things slide. Hooray for sliding, flying things. Yay. And for comparison, here she is with a truck, in case you needed to see that. And here she is with Cyberverse WINDBLADE, so you can see how that works out. And again, yeah, the legacy version is definitely an upgrade, I would say. Definitely an upgrade. Just an overall better figure in both modes, really, in my opinion anyway. So, there you go. In case you were wondering, yes, WINDBLADE is Blush compatible. The thrusters are Blush compatible. You do have to kind of raise her toesies up a little bit. You can't use the full Blush. You have to take this part off. You can plug that into the thrusters. Hey, things you can do. If you want to do it, you can get her Blush on. But a cool feature is that the sword also doubles as an effects part, and I do quite dig this. So basically, if we open up the back here, we got these two posts on either side of the sword here, and there are ports right in here on either side. So we can take this and plug this in, and once you get all this closed up again, that now becomes its own little effects part. And I think that's pretty cool. I dig that. I definitely dig that. So, there you go. So there you have a WINDBLADE, and yeah, overall, a very nicely done figure in my opinion. The robot mode looks quite good. You know, the hollow side of the wings just staring you in the face in robot mode, yeah, that is a bit of an eyesore. But overall, it looks great. It's definitely an improvement over the Cyberverse version. Jet mode looks pretty good, pretty cohesive. You know, my one complaint about WINDBLADEs is that her hands just always end up at her sides and they're just totally visible, so I wish there was something else that could have been done just to kind of hide her hands at least, something, I don't know. But overall though, it still looks like a pretty good jet mode. But yeah, for the most part, it's a pretty solid WINDBLADE here. I am quite pleased with her, so there you go. Now, if you would like this or any other Legacy figures, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There'll be a link in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out the Legacy playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love, Peace, Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Transformers Legacy United Deluxe Class WINDBLADE, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face.
Think they're going to complain about how many continuities are going on here right now?
Of course.
Anyway, that's not important. What is important is your bogus claim that you are cuter than I am.
You're kidding me, right?
No, I am way better looking than you are.
No, yeah?
Yeah, seriously.
Then why do you cover most of your face?
It's a fashion choice.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Oh, look, here's WINDBLADE.
Okay, how about this? Take off the mouth plate and let WINDBLADE decide who is better looking.
Fine, I can do that. Hey, WINDBLADE, what do you think?
Yeah, put that back on.